I've been known to abandon veganism much like a father abandons his son. I do believe it could be because I wasn't ready to take care of veganism. I needed to see what the world had to offer. That stupid kid was holding me back. So today we talk about why I often leave veganism and why I think I won't this time.
This is what they had envisioned, a world in a lockdown. Hardly any people risen.
Just a little side rant before we start about the Q-Link sales. I know you're skeptical. That's not my fault. You're dumb. There's a 2-for-1 sale down below still going. And I saw John Kohler. I looked at his Amazon shop. He has a little Q-Link there available to you. Huh? He knows. Most of us know how good you feel wearing one of these. Always in my pocket. Buy it for a spouse. Buy it for that son you abandoned. So I've been vegan for about 2 months, which sounds so lame because I had like 10 years under my belt and then several years dispersed between carnivore stints. So like I'm 15 years vegan over here. The first time I left you, my vegan audience, was when I went carnivore in Thailand, and it was because I was sick of it. I was eating like restaurant food. I was bloated. I had pain. I would get massages and they would touch my belly and I'd be like, ow, fiber, don't touch me. So like I was sick of it. I was looking, I saw Michaela Peterson. She's like, I healed everything on beef. She's still not healed of anything. She's always complaining about something. We see these influencers and I'm easily influenced. So like I thought, oh, she healed everything. I'm going to try it. She's not healed today still. So the first time I left veganism was more about grass is greener type of situation. I was just too curious. I had had some success on high-fat vegan diets with my skin health, and I was like, you know what? I've never tried meat-based. Let's just give it a shot. And I saw what that world was like. There was a lot of benefits. I was like much stronger. My skin took about 9 months to heal, but eventually it did when I went super high on the fat, and it was disgusting. It was gross. Pure nausea all the time, no energy. But I never had good skin eating high protein carnivore. It was either acne or a rash, and I couldn't find the balance. So I returned to veganism, the holy land, and it welcomes me back, and I'm like, okay, this is better. Let's do this. Let's heal. But I try something for several months to a year. Usually I last like 10 months on my diet, and then I get fed up with the lack of results. Something goes haywire and I'm just like, let's go the other path. And like I'd make these extreme 180 shifts from like high carb sugars all the time, yeah, versus like super high fat carnivore, cook everything. So right now we're back on the sugar train, and I'm just like, everything I said the previous 10 months while I'm on carnivore, sugar's the devil, it's killing you, fiber, oh my God. Well, now we're on the other side, and people say like, oh, you're contradicting yourself. I'm just bringing you the information from the camps that I infiltrate. I go to a keto camp. It's like, okay, I'm here. I'm amongst them. I'm like a spy. And then I gather all their information. So I'm making videos about, okay, plant toxins, those are a thing. Oxalates, that's why I had the eye issues. Okay, here's all the information, anti-nutrients. And right now I have infiltrated a vegan camp where it's sugar all the time and fruits are great and starch is good and oh, you have to lower the fat. And so I'm bringing you the information from that camp and I'm talking and living through it. I'm giving you the information and practicing it and seeing if it pans out. So like right now we're doing super low fat to see, is sugar entering my cells and not effing me? Because I do feel that I get these like candida symptoms where sugar is feeding something bad in my body and I gotta get rid of it. But I've never tried super no fat and then exercising and like optimizing blood sugar control. So that's what we're doing. Will I abandon this? If I don't get results in a year, I'll be like, what the hell? That isn't working. I read all the books. This is what should be happening in my body, but it's not. F you, sugar. I'm going high fat. And that's what happens here. I flip-flop like a fish. So right now, I feel like I'm healing on all levels. Everything is pretty good. All my rashes have went away. I no longer have any. My legs completely healed. Forehead rash gone. Acne is comes and goes. I'm trying little experiments. Like we've been doing no salt for a bit and no fat. I feel like since I've been doing that, probably 3 weeks, I'm not seeing better skin, if I'm being honest with you. Like we were doing pretty low fat, some flax seeds, some salt at night. I felt like my skin was better then, but I'm trying to see, why do I get one zit here every few days? After eliminating salt, that's every maybe 6 days now. So better. We're going in the right path, but I'm not at perfection where I'm just like, okay, this is how you heal perfect skin. That wasn't a sentence. But I'm not there yet. Still somewhat suffering. But instead of making like minor tweaks to find the culprit, I seem to just abandon the whole idea. High carb veganism, goodbye, you didn't work, I tried a version of you. And then I go to super oppositville. And then it's like I'm learning from scratch every 10 months, like a completely new paradigm. It's ridiculous. It's like changing your religion or something. Like I'm Buddhist, okay, 10 months, okay, this is good. There's no God, doesn't matter. Mind is everything. And then boom, Christian, okay, God, I'm praying to you, buddy. It's all you up there. Okay, no, God, you lied. Okay, we're non-dualistic now. Okay, I'm God. Oh, okay. I am the one in power. Okay, I can't handle this power. I'm Hindu now. Like, what the hell am I doing? I don't know. Don't follow what I do. So I never try to sit here and claim I have all the answers. I'm just bringing you the information from the experts who are saying this is the right path. The low-fat experts, the McDougalls, the Peter Rogers. There's a bunch of people, smart people, saying this is the best way to eat. And so I'm trying it, and then I'm bringing you their information and my experience. A Vedic astrologer told me once that I won't be a health guru until I'm like 50. So we have 7 years left of this nonsense where I flip-flop back and forth, and then you wait till that diet? 50-year-old veggie police who's just like, this is the truth now. I tried everything. And now, for 3 years, I haven't had one zit. Wow, this is actually the path. I think it's going to help you. Even then, you don't want to be in absolute terms. Whenever someone says, like, this is the only path, there's no such thing as an only path. God finds a way through any crack. And if there isn't a crack, he makes a new one. So it's like there's no one path. And everything is changing. So, like, you're trying to tell me you're in this third dimension, planted, rooted in truth? You know nothing. But I'm just trying to make minor tweaks to my protocol and see once and for all. It seems that having eliminated fat has improved my blood sugar control massively. So like even the tiny bit of avocado at night at the very end of the day, that's still lingering by the next morning. So it's like, I don't know that I can even have that. It shouldn't. If you have polyunsaturated fats like flax seeds, those shouldn't be clogging up your insulin receptors, but in my body, they might be for some reason, I don't know. So usually I end up leaving veganism for a skin-related issue, sick of the tiny forehead bumps. Those will be the death of me. I do believe that's how I die. One of my tiny forehead bumps will explode, implode, and go directly to my brain, and I'm fine with that. I've made peace with it. But I always leave the keto side for nightmarish rashes and nausea and just filth, disgust, anger. It's not cool. The only time I ever left keto for ethical ideas, when Charlie Freak convinced me that, like, yeah, veganism is the path. I was like, okay, I'll do a 90-day juice fast. And I was doing pretty well on keto at that time. But looking back, like, I was still nauseous most of the time after eating. Energy was good, but I was fasting all day. Digestion was very up and down. Diarrhea most times, if it ever happened. So it's like there's always ups and downs. But this seems like a pretty common sense place to be. Fruits and vegetables are good, well agreed upon in most non-fringe groups of society, where like blueberries have anti-nutrients, they're terrible for you. Like, say that to anybody, any natural person who's like picking berries in nature, and you come up to them like slapping it out of their, stop, what are you doing? they would laugh at you and steal your shoes. So just eating natural plant foods, how they come in nature with a little human help, a little hybridization, nothing wrong with that. Just a little, oh, your broccoli is weird, I'm gonna make it into better broccoli. Like this cruciferous plant that's like, that's kind of hard to digest. What if we pick just the sweetest leaf? It's a natural process of selection and planting, fun, and hybridized good. Huh? Sweeter apples? I'll take the sweet one. Plant that tree. Boom. Sweeter apples. Oh no, what's on them? What's that peel thing? Uh-oh, is that safe? Thanks, Bill Gates. So that is why I change my diets often. I just end up losing faith in the thing I'm doing and I just abandon it. And I'll try not to abandon it so hard and just make minor little, add a little bit of this. Maybe flax seeds would help my skin right now. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that. They're gross though, so who even cares? How you doing? You agree with some of that? I'd thumb this video up. You could, but I know why, don't I? You're thumbing this video down because you are only going to eat guinea pig meat. Sure, it's fatty, it's delicious, you can feed them whatever you want, and they feel no pain when you electrocute them. But still, it's not ethical, and they likely will give you the plague. It is a rat type of thing. I wouldn't do it. Just don't do it. I'm going to leave now. Thank you for your Bitcoin donations. And if you know what I'm debating doing? I'm thinking of getting a vacuum blender. I think they're the best thing ever. Likely just going to get that void system lid that fits on your Blendtec. But it wouldn't feel right if I didn't give one of my homies one. If you are a super raw vegan hippie and you have a Blendtec or a Vitamix, I think it has to be a certain kind. It will only fit a certain lid. The wide side lid plus thing for the Blendtec, I think the Ascension and some other kind of Vitamix does not work well. Let me see. It says not compatible with Vitamix Ascent and Venturist blenders. So if you have one of those two, you're not in the contest. Email me at vegetablepolice@gmail.com and I will buy one of you hobos one of these vacuum blender lids. So only email me if you blend often, daily, and you have your Vitamix or Blendtec, but you don't have a vacuum and you're thinking how much better that would be. It's way better. It doesn't kill the antioxidants. It tastes better. Everything about it. It's been a while since we've done a little giveaway. I'm going to buy one. You're going to get one. We're both going to have so much antioxidants unless we use bananas in the blender and it kills the antioxidants. That's stupid. I'll leave though. Subscribe for more.